Hey, and welcome to the Prosperous Musician, where we talk money, music, and marketing. Hi, my name's Spence, and welcome to the Prosperous Musician. If this is your first time here, welcome, and please like, share, and subscribe if you like this content, and please drop me a comment down below and let me know what you enjoyed about this video. Anyway, so without further ado, let's dive straight in. So this is 6 cool ways to earn good money as a musician in 2018. So the first thing I'd like to talk to you about is the PRS. Now, what is the PRS? It is the Performing Rights Society. Now, this just applies to people in the UK. So the first thing you need to do is to go on and register, which I'll show you in a moment, and get the royalties from the gigs that you play. So as you can see, this is the prsformusic.com, and it's a little note here. This is a very new addition. So the PPL they're joined forces with the PRS, which make it easier to get your playing and performance royalties. Now, what does all that mean? We're not going to go into it on this video, but take a look at this website and it might explain it a bit more. So as you can see, this is my page. I earned £12.36p last year in the last quarter. And that's not bad considering I don't really use this that much. But the way you can use it, one way in which you can use it is if you go to royalties. It will show you how many, what kind of different royalties that you can get. There you go. Payment dates, where royalties come from, reporting live performances. Now, this is the one that I use. So if you're doing a gig, whatever kind of size, you report the live performance, you set up your song list. There's a great little presentation here. It tells you all about it. And so basically you log in once you've registered your songs, you tell us when you played and where, and then build your set list using the predictive search for each register work. So I highly recommend that you read through this and really absorb it, because there's a lot of things that you can do here to earn money. Now, as I said before, the bigger the check, the bigger the reward. Or the bigger the stage, the bigger the check. So if you're doing small gigs, you can expect anything between sort of £7 and £10 per show. If you're doing sort of, take it to the other extreme, so you're playing Glastonbury on the main stage, maybe you're headlining, then you're going to get tens of thousands of pounds, okay? And everything in between. It's a sliding scale of depending how big the stage is, etc. So there you go. There's PRS. Check it out. So next is Tribe of Noise. Now, I've talked about this before. So if you go over to tribeofnoise.com, which I'll show you right now. So this is my page. This is the back end of my page. So as you can see here, it says 63.36. So that's euros. Okay. So basically I've earned that much so far, but I've been on this for a few years and I've cashed out many times. So it's a minimum of €100, but when it gets above that, then you can cash out. And I've let it build up to 200, 300, 400, 500 euros, and then cashed out. So it's an ongoing thing, and I'll explain to you briefly how it works. So as you can see, I've got a list of tracks here that I've uploaded to the community. Some of them got yes, and some of them got no, and it says install. So basically, all the tracks that have got yes have been included in the database that is then broadcast and sold to stores that buy into this. So effectively, a big chain store say, we want music in our store. And they buy into their database, and every time your song gets played that pops up on the player, you get a royalty. Now, imagine that in one store, but imagine that multiplied over multiple stores and multiple chains, and it starts to add up. So there's more to say about this, and we're just going to skim over it in this video, but really, I really recommend this. Check it out. It's a great resource, and it's earned me quite a bit of money over the years. And the best thing about it, of course, is that it's passive income. So you record the track, you upload it, and then it gets played. If it gets accepted, it's on there forevermore, getting played on various sites. And of course, they're always expanding into new territories. So that just means more plays, more spins, more money. It's a win-win. And I don't know about you, but I find it quite amusing that somebody somewhere in Europe is listening to one of my songs whilst buying a drill. So number 3 then is the living room concert, or you could call it a house concert. So these are really taking off nowadays, and do a bit more about another exciting development in the living room concert. But basically, the 5 points that you might want to include if you're doing one is to invite some friends along to the house concert. So it could be in your living room or someone else's living room. It's great exposure. And of course, it's free to host if you're doing like Facebook Live or something like that. So make sure your social media links are visible, either on like placards or have them on the screen. And get social media, use your social media platforms, both you and your friends, to promote the gig. Then while you're actually playing the gig, be sure to ask any viewers that are streaming, that are watching the stream, to give you donations for the actual gig itself, because you'd pay a cover charge to go and see a normal gig, so why not pay to see a gig that's already that you're getting for free, effectively. So a lot of people won't bother with that, they'll probably just watch it for free, but you might get a few that will allow you to, that will want to pay. And don't put a cap on that. Don't sort of say, oh, you know, sort of £10 or whatever a ticket, because some people might just want to give you a load more than that. So put a PayPal button on your site, or put a PayPal link clearly available. So just make it easy for people to pay you, whether it's a PayPal link or just your link on a website. And also, when you finish the gig, then be sure to review, respond, then rinse and repeat. So review the footage, review what worked on the concert. I know when I've done Facebook Live performances, you can't always respond in the moment because you're playing. So afterwards, it's always good to respond to everyone's message. And then after you've responded, obviously review the concert, see what worked, what didn't work, and then rinse and repeat. Keep doing it, and make sure you schedule them in. So you could even build up a program. So when you finish the one concert, you could say, tune in for next week or tomorrow or next month or however long you want to do it. So it's a great way of scheduling gigs in. It's a great way of building up anticipation, and it's a great way of earning money, of course. And as you can see from this article here, this is from last year from the Variety magazine, Airbnb plans to grow live music biz, take living room concerts global. So there you go, Airbnb again on it, and they've got a huge database of people who rent out the houses. So as you can see here, you've got all kinds of things from $7, up to $50 a ticket. So, use this platform as well. And also a lot of big names are getting involved in this as well, because they see the value in really intimate concerts. They'll be doing stadium gigs as well, I'm sure, but people really want to have the intimate experience as well. So it's well worth checking out. Okay, number 4 is CDs. Yes, in my opinion, CDs are still valid and valuable. So make sure you've always got a small, or even a small selection of each CD that you've got. Maybe you've got 2 or 3 different albums and some EPs and some singles. Make sure they're all available and bundle them up as well. So that it's a great way of earning money. Again, it's kind of really passive money, because once you've recorded the song and made the CD, then really it's just selling the units, isn't it? So they also work very well on the street. When I busk, I always often have CDs with me. And if you're playing in very touristy areas, I've noticed, or even like the smaller towns, people really go for the CDs, particularly older people. They still value having a disc rather than having a download. So CDs are still valuable, and also get creative with it. Try out your local coffee shops, the local restaurants, local bars. If you're selling your CDs for say £10 or $10, and you could say, okay, I'll split it with you. If you sell us every CD you have, you can keep 5, I'll keep 5. And that will make them a bit more, that will encourage them rather to maybe push it a bit more, because they're going to get some money back from it as well. So try it out, suck it and see. So number 5. So number 5 is create songwriting workshops. Now this is, if you're confident in your teaching skills, now this could really work. So take it, create a songwriting workshop that would work for whatever age group you're aiming at, take it to the school and present it. Now they would probably be very interested in that, because it means then they don't have to do the work, and then teachers are very, as you know, teachers are very overworked anyway, so they might welcome somebody like yourself coming in and saying, hey, look, I've got this whole workshop ready to go. You could create a video course with it, which then could be bought by the school. You could even do it from Skype. I know Skype is very popular now. It's becoming more popular in schools. So it might be something that you could do from your own house. You don't even have to go out and put the expense of going out and doing the actual sessions live. And there's lots of different things you could do with that. One top tip you could do with this as well is actually tie it in with the school curriculum. So find a teacher, if you know a teacher, talk to them about the school curriculum, say what are they studying so far, and then make a course around that. That's much more of an easy sell to go, look, this songwriting workshop will check all these boxes, and it will help towards, it will fit in nicely with the curriculum. The teachers are much more likely to buy into that. So there's a top tip if you want to get into that. But I would, as I said, get some teaching experience first. Number 6 is YouTube, of course, and I'm not going to go into detail on that because we all know YouTube is massive. You're watching me on YouTube now, so this is just one of many ways you can monetize your music on YouTube. So check it out, and if there's one thing you want to ask me about YouTube or how to use YouTube, then drop me a comment below. So I did say it was 6 ways to earn money, but I'll give you a bonus one here. And number 7 would be Patreon. Now, I'm using Patreon as an example. It could be any of the other platforms that are out there, but I'm using Patreon because it's a really interesting platform, because it allows you to build what's like what's amounts to like a subscription site. So people can start to contribute towards you for, you could say, I'm going to release a new song every day or every week, and then people can buy into that, or a new video every day or week or month, a new album every month, you know, a new show, anything you like, you can set that up, and then people can contribute, even if it's $2 a month or £1 a month. That can add up if you start to get 100, 200, 300 people chipping in at that much. That's a nice little kind of steady income. And of course, you can increase the amount of content that you do for the fans that are buying in. You can give them special experiences, which then make them more engaged in you and more likely to buy things when you release them. So there you go. There's 7 things that I've given you there. Ways to earn money in 2018. Now, which one did you feel most inspired by? Which one are you actually doing? I'd love to hear your experiences with any of them. And if there's any one of these that you want to go deeper on, then please drop me a comment down below. Of course, like, share and subscribe. I'm Spence Cater. This is the Prosperous Musician. Thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one.